Guys, welcome. Hold on. That's my speakers going off, and they shouldn't be. Wow. Good job, man. Good start. Alright, hold on. Change these babies. And that should be done. Persona 4! Welcome to the nostalgia. Amazing opening too. Atlas really know what they're doing. Best girl, right there. Ah, oh, such an aesthetic. This whole thing. It's amazing. So cool. And the menu's cool too. Yeah. Boom. Persona 4 Golden. Whoa. Very nostalgic, especially just for me, mainly. Right. So I already have a game in this with Keanu Reeves. So I'm just going to play through my game just because I'm 4 hours in and we haven't got to that point where things start happening a lot. So I think we'll just play this one. We'll just play my save file. Yeah. Maybe. Hold on. Yeah. All right. We'll do this. Let's go with it. Double down. We all know what Persona 4 Golden is about. So let's do a. Everyone's so tiny. Alright, have I got my persona? I do. Got the, yeah. Social links. I've got only Yosuke's. Alright. I don't have Chie for some reason. Quest info. None. Alright, now you know let's start a new game. Let's start a new game. Fuck it. We're gonna just start a new game and refresh ourselves and get used to everything. Go through all the tutorials, which we don't need. Alright. Boom. New game. Yes. All stuff we know. Normal. Play it on normal. Yes. Well, relax and have fun with the game. Here we go. Characters and art and storylines depicted in these games are purely a work of... Okay. Alright then. Oh, who is this? I think we know. Who is it? It's Igor! Yes. Beautiful.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Oh, I thank you. It's good to be here. TV in the corner. Adorable. Oh, and then he goes back to low quality.
It seems we have a guest with an intriguing destiny.
Thank you.
My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
I see.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
Do you reckon he like can even drink coffee or tea or anything like that? His like beak would get in the middle, or maybe he can like put his nose in it and then he like snorts up and drinks that way.
It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter.
Okay.
It may be that such a fate awaits you in the near future.
Thank you.
Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
Butts McGrady. No, it's Yu Narukami. That's who we're gonna be. You. This is the official name. Well, at least the official name originally. The anime has a different name. Yu Narukami. Proceed. Yes.
Now,
Wait. I think I changed the names around by accident.
do you believe in fortune telling? Each reading is done with the same cards, yet the result is always different.
That's incredible, Igor. How did you manage to do that?
Life itself follows the same principles, doesn't it?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm not alive.
The tower in the upright position represents the immediate future. It seems a terrible catastrophe is imminent.
Oh, what?
The card indicating the future beyond that is
Flippity flop.
the moon in the upright position.
Hey, Chippy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you again, man.
This card represents hesitation and mystery.
Very interesting indeed. What's up? Well, last night when we were on stream, my SLR, my camera, it just fucking died. Like it was like an old TV. It was all fuzzy and not good. This morning I checked the camera and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's all working properly, which is great. I don't have to buy another camera. So you missed some streams because you fell asleep. That's fine, man. Don't stress. What I'm doing now, so we're trying out this time slot. I should have gone earlier, but I was asleep. So, but yeah, we're gonna try out this time frame from that about 11 o'clock till like 4 o'clock or something that time. For me. Just to see if there's more traffic and that sort of stuff. And we'll be playing Persona 4. So we were doing Persona 5 at night, and then at the moment we're doing Persona 4 to try it out. See how we go. I didn't want to get the Persona 5 stuff out and then have the night crowd be like, oh, we want to see it. So, different game, but same game. That's the story.
It seems you will encounter a misfortune at your destination, and a great mystery will be imposed upon you.
Wonderful.
In the coming days, you will enter into a contract of some
That's
sort,
Igor.
after which you will return here.
Igor is in, I think, every Persona game that they've made. He's the guy that manages your magic abilities. Or, well, he's the one that you enter a contract into and then you are granted those abilities. His role is kind of weird to understand, and we're not sure if he is, if he's in fact God or if he's like supposed to represent someone else. Yeah, but yeah, his nose is massive. I was just saying earlier, there's no way he could drink tea normally.
The coming year is a turning point in your destiny. If the mystery goes unsolved, your future may be forever lost.
Yeah, I forgot her name. It'll tell me in a minute. I think it. Yeah, she's got like a name like Meriadoc or some shit like that, or Margaret or something. But she's not the one that we deal with the most. She's only been recently scaled back for this game. This is like a remaster. There's another character called Mary or Murray or something like that, and she's like an intern at in his car, I guess. Yeah, it's weird, but you can date the other girl.
My duty is to provide assistance to our guests to ensure that does not happen.
Yeah, there's no way that this guy could just live a normal life. It's just, yeah, that nose. It's a nose.
I have neglected to introduce my assistant to you.
There you go, the assistant.
This is Margaret. She is a resident of this place, like myself.
Yes, I said Margaret. Hell yeah, I remembered.
My name is Margaret. I am here to accompany you through your journey.
So she, very much like Persona 5, is taking the role of Caroline and Justine. Whereas this here, it's just her, Margaret.
We shall attend to the details another time. Until then, farewell.
No, wait, you gotta give me some answers. Such a shame. Oh, there's Rise. You get to date her.
I'm tired of diets. Enough with going to the gym. Good thing there's something even I can handle.
Slim down this summer with the refreshing taste of Calorie Magic. And we're back. Now on to some juicy news. The Mayumi Yamano scandal. I'm sure everyone is eager to
First he bags a singer, then he has an affair with a TV announcer on the side. Do chicks really dig politicians?
Hell yeah, they
Just
do.
Stuff like money and connections. When you get down to it, financial and political.
Ah, that's Wendy Lee.
Hey, what is that supposed to mean?
She does a lot of voices in this game. Hey, that's okay, man. Don't stress.
Well, I'm sure that you all know already, but at the end of this month, he will be transferring to another school.
I'm like,
Quiet
yeah,
down, guys.
I
I'm
can't
not done
believe
yet.
this. Now, as far as the voices that I will be doing, I will assign my Persona 5 voices to other characters. Because my voice needs to be completely different to do different ones, dubbing.
In a few minutes. Passengers headed for Inaba City and Yaso Inaba Station, please go to the other side of the platform.
So both Persona 4 and Persona 5 are actually
The scandal involves the Enkastar Misuzu Hiragi preparing to
oh
take
man, what
over
was I gonna say?
Tom
Fucking hell.
Council secretary in the Inaba region, whom she married just last year, is now under suspicion of having an affair.
Oh, Persona 4 and Persona 5 both have an anime each,
Should we go?
which are all finished now. So
Just about.
if you can't wait to see the game, how the game turns out, you can just go and see the anime. I think it's on Crunchyroll. But yeah, both of those anime are like really good as well. They're not like half-assed. Yeah, There's definitely an anime chippy. There's an anime. It's just, I think it's just Persona 4 Golden, and then the Persona 5 anime is just called Persona 5, the animation. But yeah, like all of these scenes are like included in the anime as well. And obviously it moves much faster than 80 hours, so yeah. Yeah, Persona 4, Persona 5
Over here.
that we've been playing, that's also got like anime cutscenes and all that sort of stuff. I'm not sure if we'll like get to that tonight. I'm not sure if I'll do a second stream or not. I don't know. But I'll be doing Persona 4 during the day, I guess. It's nostalgic for me because like I played this on the PS Vita,
You're more handsome in person than in your photo.
and the original game of this is a PlayStation 2 game, which I'm still trying to get a hold of. They're kind of hard to find at a good price.
Welcome to Inaba. I'm Ryotaro Dojima. I'll be looking after you.
Thank you, Dojima.
Let's see. I'm your mother's younger brother, and that about sums it up.
It's been a long time.
I'll say, you've really grown. I still remember when you were in diapers.
Oh, come on, man. We're in public. Why you gotta say that? It's funny. It's a big difference from fucking Dojima. He's like, he kind of likes you. You're a decent guy. Like, he's not, you haven't done any crimes or anything like that. And then in Persona 5, you get there and fucking, you get to your caretaker and he's just like, I don't like you. And you don't like me. Let's deal with this somewhere else. Like, douche. The Lego thing. Yeah. I haven't finished it yet, no. So maybe that will be tonight's lazy stream, is just doing that, and maybe we can listen to a podcast or watch some YouTube stuff. I'm sure that we're allowed to watch YouTube, so we can do that like later tonight if you like. Save me from playing too many games.
This here's my daughter.
Hello.
Come on, Nanako. Introduce yourself to your cousin.
Give her head pats.
Hello.
Hello. Get low, get low, get low.
What are you so shy for?
Down for anything. My God. Well, at least if we do like a YouTube night, we might get a few more people in, seeing as we're reacting to videos. We'll look at some cringe compilations or something, I don't know. Sacrifice the child.
Ow!
It's weird, the child's kind of more like an adult.
Well then, let's get going.
Hell yeah.
My car's over there.
Yeah, I trust you. Yeah, here! This girl!
Hey.
You can date this girl. She's freaking adorable.
You dropped this.
She usually wears a hat too. Thanks.
Whatever. All I did was pick it up.
You don't want to be thanked? Come on. It's the note you made for yourself with Dojima's address. Hi.
What's wrong?
Sorry, me talk to girl. You got in the car and headed for Dojima's house. There's a lot of characters in this one that you kind of have to deal with. A lot of voices. Inaba Central Shopping District. Gas station. Oh, hell yeah, he's got a Land Rover.
Welcome to Mole.
Can you go to the bathroom by yourself?
No. I must have you holding my hand.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't let a kid that young go to the bathroom by herself.
It's in the back, to your left. You know which way's left? The side you don't hold your chopsticks in.
Hey, I hold my chopsticks in the left hand. What's wrong with that?
I know. Jeez.
No at all.
Are you taking a trip?
Yeah, it does say unfriendly girl. It takes her a while to like open up to you.
No, we just went to pick him up. He just moved here from the big city.
You hold them with both hands, so you do like one stick in each hand, and you're like, ah.
A city, huh?
Fill up my car while you're at it. Regular's fine.
Right away, sir.
Yeah, in Japan they still have people that go to the. They occupy the pumps, so they do it for you. Not everywhere, but like a lot of places do that.
Are you in high school?
Just built different, dude. You've been built in the professional way. You know, the way that not everyone is sort of, you know, hip with. You'll find that you find other people to be idiots. It's natural.
Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here?
No?
There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs.
Hey, as long as there's a lock on my door and I've got a hand there, we got all the entertainment we need. Video games.
Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now.
Cool.
Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student.
We'll do things illegally. We don't mind if you're a student.
Oh, I should get back to work.
Damn straight. Nanako is looking at you.
Are you okay?
No.
Did you get car sick?
No, I'm gonna die, Nanako. I'm dying.
You don't look too good.
I don't feel too good. I don't know if she did wash her hands. I hope so. But she went by herself, so she probably did a kid thing and was like, hey, I can break the rules.
What's wrong? You okay?
I'm fine. This is just my face. I hate when you've just got like one of those sad people faces and people are like, are you alright? It's like, no, it's just my face. Leave me alone. I just felt lightheaded.
That's understandable. It must have been a long trip for you.
That's what she said.
Why not take a little walk? Get some fresh air. Just let me know when you're ready to go.
Hell yeah. We can explore the town. I'll wait here. Why don't you take a walk and get some fresh air? The shopping district is near the house, so you should get to know where all the stores are. Examine the blue butterfly to save your progress. Alright. Crow! Look, there she is! Hey, Murray, I don't know. Have we met before? I met you just now. Just now? Okay. Aw. She's thinking to herself. Fucking clutch. Got her. Let's save over my other save file. I called my last guy Keanu Reeves. It's a shame I didn't do that now. Yeah, I backwards the names too, so it's reading in the Japanese way and it shouldn't be. So it should be Yu Narukami and instead it's Narukami Yu. It doesn't matter. We'll leave it. 19 minutes. Alright. Woo! Up and down the street! Yes! Hey, do you know where my snack went? I had it in the fridge, but it's gone. Oh, I ate it just now. I thought it was leftovers. What? No, it wasn't leftovers. I'm making sure to save it for later. Oh, really? Well, sorry about that. Well, I'm gonna work. See ya. I was looking forward to eating it. They seem to be having a sibling dispute. You should leave them be. Woohoo! Hey, old man. What's up? You have something to do in this shopping district? It's a bit run down, but we have everything here. It used to be a lot more prosperous back in the day, but we only see regulars nowadays. If only Juness hadn't come to town. It's convenient, but it's a little sad. Thanks. Woohoo! Alright, let's go. How are you feeling? Ready to get back in the car? I'm ready. TV. Remember when they used to look like that? I've still got one of those TVs for my games. You arrived at the Dojima residence. For the next year, this place will be your home.
All right, let's have a toast.
There's no toast here, though. Yeah, it's massive, right?
So, your mom and dad are busy as always. They're working overseas, was it?
You're working overseas.
I know it's only for a year, but getting stuck in a place like this because of your parents? That's rough being a kid.
I'm not a kid, I'm a teenager.
Well, it's just me and Nanako here, so it'll be nice having someone like you around. So long as you're here, you're part of the family, so make yourself at home.
I will. Yeah, it's... I can sit cross-legged, but I can't sit like... I don't know. You're like leaning on your thighs, and then it stretches too much. I gotta get in shape, though. Alright. Yes, sir.
Right. Are you into military stuff?
Because I said sir. Okay.
Well, anyway, let's eat. Oh, who's calling at this hour? Dojima speaking.
Mad flip phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Or you sit on your feet. So, like Nanako is sitting, she's sitting like feet lined up, and then you sit on your heels.
Yeah, I see. So where is it? Uh-huh. All right, I'm on my way. Looks like I made the right choice to skip the booze.
Woo!
Sorry, but I gotta go take care of some business. Go ahead and eat without me.
Can I eat yours?
I don't know how late I'll be. Nanako, you help him out, okay?
Nanako, you do everything.
Okay.
Nanako, it's raining out. What did you do with the laundry?
I already brought it in.
Yeah, she's like 9 years old. She's taking care of the house.
All right. Well, I'm off.
It is me and the child now. We'll put some rat poison in her food. No, she's too responsible. She'll notice.
For this week.
That's rude.
Next, let's take a look at the hourly breakdown of tomorrow's weather. With storm clouds moving in from the west, expect rain throughout the day tomorrow in most areas.
Let's eat.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say though, those tatami mats, the things that they're sitting on, those green and sort of checker pattern, they're really comfortable to sit on. You might want to strike up a conversation. What does your dad do?
He investigates stuff. Like crime scenes.
He is Sherlock Holmes!
My dad's a detective.
And now for the local news. City Council Secretary Taro Namatame is is under fire for an alleged relationship with a female reporter.
Wow, crazy.
His wife, Enka ballad sensation Misuzu Haragi, revealed to this station that she will likely pursue damages.
Man, I gotta say, Enka music is really not my thing. It's kind of odd.
In response, iTelevision has decided to cancel all of announcer Mayumi Yamano's televised appearances.
Yeah, they are pretty nice. I'm not sure if it's like completely worldwide yet. But there's a place that it's like a Japanese chain that's spread out internationally as well, called Moss Burger. It is like amazing food. If you get the teriyaki chicken burger there, it is so good. But a lot of those Moss Burger stores also have tatami mat places, so you can like, you got to take your shoes off because you'll wreck it otherwise. But take your shoes off and sit down, and they're really, really good. But yeah, Moss Burger. If you see it at some point, make a note that you need to go and try it.
Until allegations of an affair with Mr. Namatame are resolved, she'll remain off the air and out of the public eye.
All right.
This is boring.
You're boring. I like watching the news.
At Junes, every day is Customer Appreciation Day. Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products.
Waku Waku. It says Waku Waku on the screen. That's.
Every day's great at your Junes.
You absolute madman.
Every day's great at your Junas. Aren't you going to eat?
Weirdo. Woo! We can save. That's great. Yay! Now you can. This is a game where you can actually open the fridge and make stuff. We basically what happens is you check ingredients, and on certain days you'll be able to make school lunch. And then when you make school lunch, you can invite someone at school to spend time with you, and you get extra points. Poison the child. I think there's a possum in my roof. My room. Hello. Study disk. You're tired from a long trip. You should rest. Oh, look at that. Little futon. Futons are funny, right? Like, so Americans call a couch that folds into a bed, they call that a futon. Whereas the actual name and idea of a futon come directly from Japan, and it's not got to do with folding out a mattress from a like a fucking sofa type thing. Instead, it's like a soft mat that you roll out that has all of your, like, your pillow, your blanket, all that sort of stuff on it, and then you put it away at night. So there's more space in the room. Yeah, it's just a funny thing to me that the Americans are always like, oh, futons are bad, and then they're referring to something else completely. Yeah, futons, they're like sleeping bags, but they're not sealed. So the blanket and the pillow and everything are separate from it. It doesn't like zip up or anything. It's kind of like a thin mattress that goes on the floor. But something about the really good ones make them feel way better than normal bed. Go to sleep. You'll be living in this house for 1 year, starting today. I wonder if everything will be alright. School starts tomorrow. You should hurry to bed. Yeah, it is kind of smart, and like, so for me, like, I broke my neck a couple 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember now. And yeah, my neck hurts freaking all the time. I have to have my mattress directly on the floor. I can't use a bed frame or anything. And it is like much more comfortable for me to sleep in like an imitation type futon than it is for me to sleep in a proper bed. It's really weird. But yeah, otherwise I wake up and my neck starts hurting. What we can do now is proceed forward. Yeah! Alright. No jumping in this game. Whoop. Oh, let's get the perspective shot. Yeah. So cool. Do you seek the truth? You heard someone's voice. If it's the truth you desire, come and find me. You hear the voice from up ahead. You sense someone ahead. Will you continue? Yes. Yeah, it's him. He's gonna use his nose to like beat the shit out of you. So, you're the one pursuing me. Mm-hmm. Try or you like. Attack. Seems that you can see a little, despite the fog. Zio. Persona. I see, indeed. That's very interesting information. But you will not catch me so easily. If what you seek is truth, then your search will be even harder. Miss. Everyone sees what they want to, and the fog only deepens. Will we meet again? At a place other than here? I look forward to it. You were losing consciousness. Where'd the sword come from? It's explained later, but you get the sword out when you enter. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the Midnight Channel in this game. When you enter the other world in the Midnight Channel, and when you're ready to fight things with your persona, which is like basically a Pokemon, yeah, you pull out a sword, and the sword is your melee weapon. Other people have like spear or nunchucks or like those sorts of things. You can hear someone's voice.
Ready?
It's almost time to get up. You feel like you had a nightmare. What could it have been about? You're starting school today. You should head to the living room for now. Oh, that looks so good. I haven't eaten today.
Good morning.
I woke straight up and then I turned my stream on. So my hair's looking like shit too. Man. Oh man, that looks so good.
Okay, let's eat.
Did your father go to work? Your father. Your fascia. Do you do cooking?
I can toast bread and cook sunny side up eggs in the morning.
This kid's gonna burn the whole house down. I swear. Yeah, I know. I gotta check my food. I'll get her to eat a piece first to make sure that's good.
Dad can't cook, so I buy dinner. You're starting school today, right? My school's on the way, so let's go together.
No. I refuse. Nanako seems somewhat restless. He decided to head to school with Nanako. There's no auto text in this game either. I have to click everything. School zone, Summergawa floodplain.
going straight from here.
I have that exact bag that she's got. I use it to hold my VR stuff.
My school's this way. Bye.
It is a part of her master plan. She's gonna put sticky tape on the bottom of our shoes so we fall over in the rain. You just like look at her, you're like, crazy kid. School zone, intersection in front of the school. Ah, nice, Yosuke. You deserve it. That looks painful. You should leave him be. Not an are you okay, just a bye. If I could steal the bike, I would. But Yosuke's a buddy. What kind of student life awaits you here? You see Chie in the room, as well as...
teacher here is Morooka, isn't it?
What's her name? No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's King Moron, all right. We get to enjoy his long-ass sermons every day for a whole year.
Fantastic.
Hey, you guys, I heard there's going to be a transfer student from the city in this class.
Hey, I love this that voice actress. She's in Fully Cooley. She does one of the classmates in Fully Cooley. She's pretty cool.
Huh? Really? A guy or a girl?
A transfer student from the city.
That's Chie.
Huh? You look dead today.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
What's with him? Who knows?
All right, shut your traps.
Look at the teeth on this guy.
I'm Kinshiro Muraoka, your homeroom teacher from today forward. First things first, just 'cause it's spring doesn't mean you can swoon over each other like love-struck baboons.
But we want to do that. Why not?
Long as I'm around, you students are gonna be pure as the driven snow.
So he's basically declaring that he's going to try and cock block the whole class. Great. What's with your stance? The way that you're like making that cool hand in pocket kind of stance.
Now I hate wasting my time, but I'd better introduce this transfer student.
Hey, don't say it like that.
This sad sack's been thrown from the big city out to the middle of nowhere like yesterday's garbage.
Yes, he's garbage.
And he's just as much of a loser here as he was there. So you girls better not get any ideas about hitting on him.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Tell him your name, kid, and make it quick.
I am douchebag McNuggets. You calling me a loser?
That's it. You're on my shit list. Effective immediately.
Well, as long as I don't have to eat shit like you do.
Now listen up. This town is miles away from your big city of perverts and assholes in more ways than one.
Yeah, because you're the only pervert in town.
You'd better not even think of getting involved with the girls here, let alone abusing them.
Because you're going to do that yourself?
But what do I know? It's not like the old days. Even here, kids grow up so damn fast.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely like, he's got that Lord Farquaad do. Big nose, big teeth, sunken eyes, balding when he's combing it over. It's just, he's just a recipe for embarrassment.
Every time I turn my back, you're fooling around on those damn phones, checking your life journals and your my places.
That's a MySpace reference for anyone that didn't get that. Mr. Moroka goes on and on.
Excuse me, is it okay if the transfer student sits here?
No, Chie, I'm not sitting next to you. What is that, a bowl cut?
Yeah, sure. You hear that? You Your seat's over there. So hurry up and sit down already.
Yukiko. That's her name. Yukiko, the one in the red. Yeah, I know, right? They always make like a character that you have to hate.
Rotten luck for you to get stuck in this class. Well, we just have to hang in there for a year.
Mm-hmm. You can hear people around you talking about you.
Sucks to be the transfer student, ending up in King Moron's class on the first morning here.
Now, the voice actor for that character played a transfer student in Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yeah, he won't think twice about suspending you if you get on his bad side.
Same girl from before.
Then again, we're all in the same boat.
What's her name?
Shut your traps.
Can't
I'm
remember.
taking roll, and I damn well expect you to respond in an orderly manner.
Will you be able to fit in? Doubt it.
That's all for today. Normal lectures will start tomorrow.
Yay!
Attention all teachers. Please report immediately to the faculty office for a brief staff meeting.
Oh my god, step back from your microphone.
All students must return to their classrooms and are not to leave the school until further notice.
Ugh. You heard the announcement. Don't go anywhere until you hear otherwise.
Alright. Sure thing, Wario. Waluigi.
He's seriously getting on my nerves.
There's two of the same girl in that right on the right there. And two of the same dude.
Did something happen? Don't those sirens sound really close?
They do. They're running their siren song.
I can't see a damn thing. Frickin' fog.
Yeah, like every time it rains lately, it gets all foggy.
Hey, did you hear? I hear that paparazzi's looking all over for that announcer.
Oh yeah, you mean Mayumi Yamano, right? I heard some guy spotted her at the shopping district.
Nina Mori. In Fully Cooley. That's what it was.
Actually, I heard that.
Are you serious? Hey, Yukiko-san. Mind if I ask you something?
Would you go out with me?
Is it true that announcer's staying at your family's inn?
I can't discuss such things.
Aww.
Yeah, I guess not.
Oh, sheesh. How much longer is this gonna take?
Yeah, it's hurting so much that you gotta close one eye.
There's no telling.
I should have left before the announcement came on. By the way, did you try what I told you the other day?
Oh, this doesn't sound good.
You know, that thing about rainy nights?
Oh. No, not yet. Sorry.
Aw, that's okay. It's just, I heard a guy in the class next door yell something like, "My soulmate is Yamano, the announcer."
Oh. She did.
Attention all students. There has been an incident inside the school district. Police officers have been dispatched around the school zone. Please stay calm and contact your parents or guardians as soon as possible and quickly leave the school grounds.
So which is it? Contact parents or leave the school grounds?
Do not disturb the police officers. Head directly home. I repeat.
Incident?
What? Something actually happened?
Come on, let's go take a look.
Yeah, see the dead body.
Hey, are you going home by yourself?
Yeah,
Why don't you come with us?
because I don't wanna.
Oh, nearly forgot. I'm Chie Satonaka.
Of course.
Well, nice to meet you. This is Yukiko Amagi.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm sorry that this is so sudden.
She's so conservative. You can date both these girls, by the way.
Come on, don't apologize like that. It makes me look like I got no upbringing.
It's true.
I just wanted to ask some stuff, really. That's all.
Miss Satonaka. This was really awesome. Like, the way they moved was just amazing to see. And I'm really sorry. It was an accident.
Oh.
Please just have mercy until my next paycheck. See ya. Thanks.
Uh-oh.
Stop right there. What did you do to my DVD?
Ah!
Yeah, someone died. They definitely did.
I can't believe this! It's completely cracked!
I would have killed someone if they'd done that to my DVD.
Oh, my trial of the dragon!
Which is actually a reference to Enter the Dragon, sorry. Bruce Lee movie. She's like really into Bruce Lee movies.
I think mine's cracked too. Critical hit to the nads.
Whoa! That's not good.
Are you alright?
No.
Oh, Yukiko-san. Are you worried about me?
He's fine, Yukiko. Let's ditch him and go home.
I've never been able to put something in my backpack while it was on me. It looks like he's in a lot of pain. You should leave him be. He's in pain. Leave him alone.
You're Yuki, right?
Ugh.
You want to go hang out somewhere?
This fucking dude. This dude. My god. Look at him. He's got those lemon grab eyes.
What? Who are you?
What's up with him? What school's he from?
Never mind that. He's going for Yukiko-san? Man, you'd think he'd at least wait until she's alone to make his move.
I bet you a can of tappy gets knocked out.
No bet. Haven't you heard how difficult the Amagi challenge is?
You're being pretty loud.
So, are you coming or not?
Fuck no.
I'm not going.
Fine.
That's fucking funny, isn't it?
What did he want from
Nice
me?
guys. Am I right? They're like, I like you. Will you go out with me? No, I'm afraid I can't. I've got some things to do and I don't have any free time lately. Well, fuck you then. You're an ugly bitch anyway. And then they leave and it's like, what? Stop.
What did he want? Obviously he was asking you out on a date.
Huh? Really?
Mm-hmm.
You really had no clue? Sheesh. But then again, that was way over the top. It was creepy how he called you Yuki all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was creepy.
Yo, Yukiko-san. Turned down another lovelorn fool, huh? Man, you're cruel. You got me the same way last year.
I don't recall doing that.
Of course you don't.
Oh, you serious? So then you want to hang out sometime?
I'd rather not.
That'll teach me to get my hopes up. Anyways, you two better not pick on the transfer student too much.
His haircut's not good.
We're just curious is all.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this.
It's totally fine. We'll date later and it'll be okay.
Come on, let's go. Everyone's staring.
Yeah, they're staring at the obvious main characters of the show.
So you came here because of your parents' job? I thought it was something way more serious.
Great, thank you. Am I boring to you now?
There really is nothing here, huh? That's what makes it nice. But there's nothing much we can show to people from outside. Though
There's nothing here.
Mount Yasagami. I think our dyed clothes or pottery or something is kind of famous.
Right.
Oh, wait! And there's the Amagi Inn! Yukiko's family runs it. It's the pride of Inaba.
Another hotel that no one has heard of.
Huh? It's just an old inn.
No way! It's been in all sorts of magazines as a hidden treasure. It's a great inn. It's been going for generations, and Yukiko
Yeah, that dude is
here
definitely a
is gonna
stalker.
take
He's a
over,
fucking creep.
so their inn actually attracts a lot of visitors to Inaba. It pretty much keeps this town going.
Really?
I don't think that's entirely true.
So, tell me, you think Yukiko's cute, huh?
Nanya. It's hard to say. She's hideous. You say nothing. I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I knew it!
Come on, don't start this again.
She's really popular at school, but she's never had a boyfriend. Kinda weird, huh?
Not really, because if you actually look at proper high schools, there's a couple of people that date, but it's never like a big thing. And like generally speaking, the best looking girls really just don't date because they know that's a stupid idea.
Come on, stop it. You shouldn't believe that, okay? It's not true that I'm popular or that I've never had a boyfriend. Wait, no. What I meant to say was I don't need a boyfriend.
That's right, you don't need no man.
Jeez, GA.
I'll put a ring on it.
I'm sorry. But this is our chance to talk to someone from the big city.
Hmm.
You barely said a word. Hey, what's that?
The police?
So that high schooler left school early, and as she came down this street...
Wow, who could imagine that hanging from an antenna?
I wanted to see it too.
You want to know what it was?
Oh, you got here too late. The police and fire department took it down just a moment ago. Well, I think it's terrifying. I can't believe a dead body showed up around here.
That's right. They hung a dead body from the power lines.
Wait, what did she just say? A dead body?
Hey, what are you doing here?
What's up, Tajima? We're just passing by.
Huh. I should have figured that'd happen. That damn principal. We told him not to let them through here.
You know this guy?
Yeah, he's my dad.
I'm Detective Dojima, his guardian. Well, how should I say this? I hope you get along with him.
Because I'm an asshole.
But you three really ought to stop wandering around and head straight home.
That's funny.
Adachi, how long are you going to act like a rookie? You want to be sent back to the central office?
Poor Adachi.
I'm sorry.
Go wash your face. We're going to go around and gather information.
Perfect. High score.
Was this what that announcement was about? What do they mean it was hanging from the antenna?
Hey, Yukiko, why don't we go to Junes some other time?
Good idea.
All right then, we're taking off. Starting tomorrow, neighbor, let's do our best.
That's not how you spell neighbor. That's an Americanized version of the word neighbor. It's petty, but it's annoying. You decide to head away from the crime scene. Hell yes. I don't think there's anything you can do on the first day. No, nothing. Hey, what's up? And it was terrible. I was doing some work on the farm and the police came out to question me. It's such a dangerous world these days. I can't relax when I go out shopping. And I was going to buy some tiny sold tomato for dinner tonight. What now? Oh, that's no problem. Here, you can have some that I harvested from my garden. It's no big thing. Anyone can start a home garden, as long as they have some unused land to work with. You take that spot next to the Dojima place, for example. That's more than enough land to make a fine garden. Oh my, is that so? If they start a home garden too, does that mean I can look forward to them sharing vegetables they grow? That's how you chuckle. Will become evening when you return home.
I wonder if Dad's not coming home again tonight.
Our top story this evening concerns a bizarre case in a quiet suburb. Around noon today, a woman was found dead near the Samegawa River in Inaba.
The school zone is being shut down on TV. Could this be the incident you heard about?
The deceased has been identified as Miss Mayumi Yamano, a 27-year-old announcer at the local television station. The initial results of the Inaba Police Department's investigation have revealed...
The Inaba Police Department. That's where Dad works.
What? You only said he was a detective like 4 times. It'll be alright.
I know. That's his job, so this stuff happens.
The body was found hanging from a large television antenna atop a local resident's roof.
Hell yeah.
Authorities are uncertain as to why the body was in such a state.
I restarted the game? What do you mean? Like, I had a save file and I restarted? Yeah, I had a save file to begin with, but I restarted so that stream could enjoy the beginnings of the game. Yeah, I had a 4-hour save file. But that's really not much compared to how many hours you can put into this game. So I thought it best just to restart for anyone that wants to replay it. But I export all of my streams to YouTube. I've got a dedicated channel just for that. So yeah, I can link that, I'm sure. I can link it in the chat or something. Hold on. Yeah, that's gonna pause for a second. Boobily boo! Checking out the YouTubes. Oh hell yeah! There's a new Big Ed video come out. All right, where is it? There you go. There it is. That's my live YouTube channel. And from that you'll be able to find a link to my actual YouTube channel as well, which I'll be slowly putting videos onto at some point soon. And I'll be putting after this stream, I'll put everything else back into playlists as well to make it easier for people. But I just put it there so that it is an archive. Authorities are uncertain as to why the body was in such a state.
With the cause of death also uncertain, police continue to investigate whether the death is an accident or a homicide. A thick fog common to the area has slowed their progress, and plans to fully canvass the area are delayed until tomorrow.
Seems the local TV station's announcer was found dead near the Yasugami High School campus. The announcer, Mayumi Yamano. Her affair with the local councilman's secretary had been on the news just the other day.
They found her on the roof? That's scary. Oh, it's Juness.
At Juness, every day is Customer Appreciation Day. Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products. Every day's great at your Juness.
Every day's great at your Juness.
It gets really annoying like 50 hours in. Nanako's looking at you expectantly. Your Juness!
You memorized it already? I'm the best one in my class.
Wow, you got really Even your pastimes in this town are really boring. Memorizing ads. Nanako sings the song to herself over and over again. It seems that she's forgotten all about the scary story. Woo! I'm gonna put shoes on and stamp on the tatami mats. Nothing catches your eye. Dang it. Save time. An hour. An hour flat. That's pretty good. You're still tired from getting used to your new life. You should return to your room and rest. Rest. Again.
Someone.
Maybe you should help him. I'd just leave him there again.
You saved me. Thanks. Oh yeah, that's right. You're that transfer student.
Narukami Yu.
I'm Yosuke Hanamura. Nice to meet you.
Is your bike okay? No. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Yosuke seems to be alright.
Say, did you hear about the incident from yesterday? They found that announcer lady hanging from an antenna. You think it was some kind of warning? There's no way something that weird could have been an accident.
You might be right.
Dangling a dead body over a roof like that? That's just messed up.
No, we call that a Sunday.
Then again, it's pretty messed up to kill someone in the first place. Oh crap, we're late. You want a ride? It's a little squeaky, but it should be fine.
It'll be slower if I'm there. I'll just walk. Be quiet, you idiots! You guys are in high school, aren't you? Can't you shut up during class? Don't you have any common sense? First of all, my job is to waste my precious time teaching you assholes philosophy. And since I'm so nice, I'll straighten up your rotten attitudes while I'm at it. Aren't you honored? And I'll be going especially hard on any of you morons that are curious about the murder. Got it? Now, get your books out. You listen to the lecture intently. Oh, dude. Wow, that's an old video. It's my most popular video though, I think. Yeah. That's when I broke my neck. So, yeah, I decided to make like a comedic video. That thing with the fridge opening the door, that actually really fucking hurt when I did that. I didn't realize how quickly I was pulling the door out, and instead of being a light hit, it was actually like a fucking big one. Yeah, it was ridiculous, man. Your knowledge has increased.
So, you getting used to this place?
It's been a day. Not yet.
Yeah, well, you just got here. There isn't much to do here compared to the big city. But there is that certain something you can't get anywhere else.
Is he looking over at Yukiko there?
The air's clean, the food's great. Oh, you know about the local delicacy?
Yeah, no, that is true. If you do it for the memes, doesn't matter.
It's grilled steak, man. Like that's anything special, huh? I know a place where you can get it cheap. Wanna come? You helped me out this morning, so it's on me.
What about me, huh? No apologies?
Oh, come on.
My trial of the dragon?
The DVD's like $10, man. Get over it.
You always come around when I'm talking about food.
How about it, Yukiko? Don't you think he should treat us too?
She doesn't give a shit.
I'll pass. I don't want to gain any more weight. I need to help out at the inn today anyway.
That's not an excuse.
Wow, Yukiko-san. You started training to take over the business?
It's not like that. I'm just helping out when it gets busy. Well, I should be on my way.
should get going too.
Huh? Do I seriously have to treat 2 people?
The song is everywhere in this game.
This is the cheap place you were talking about? Ugh, they don't have grilled steak here.
Oh, fuck you, Chia.
Yeah, well, once you hopped on the freeloader train, I had to change my plans.
Still, that's no reason to take us to your place.
Dude, this isn't my place or anything. Oh, right.
His
I
parents
haven't
own the
told you yet,
place.
huh? I moved here from another city about 6 months back. This location just opened up and my dad was assigned to manage it. So our entire family came out here. Here, this is to welcome you to town.
Woo! Yay! 1 Coke.
Sadonaka, yours is on me too.
She's like, I hope so.
Yeah, I know.
Mean. Free drinks, I know. We've got the at the moment we've got the Monopoly promotion for McDonald's going around. So like on my phone I've got 4 free drinks. But you can't use more than 2 in a transaction. So just getting a free drink instead of like, I don't know, getting a cheeseburger or something is like annoying. I never end up using the drinks.
It's only been half a year since this place opened up, but I haven't been to the local shopping district much since. A lot of stores there started closing, and
You can't blame it all on Jeunesse, can you?
Yeah, those stores should just be better. Oh yeah, that's that girl from earlier.
Sorry, be right back.
Is she Yusuke's girlfriend?
he wishes. That's Saki Kanishi. Her family runs a liquor store in the shopping district. I think she's working here part-time, though.
Working at a liquor store is pretty good though. Like to as far as like businesses and stuff go. Like a place could open up, but people will still go to that liquor store.
Hey, how's it going? You look beat.
Leave me alone!
I'm finally on break.
Oh, she looks like an elf.
What's up, Hana-chan? Boosting the family business by bringing your friends here?
Oh, madam, you wound me. Kidding aside, you look down. Did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just a little tired.
Just a little tired.
Hey, if you need to talk, I'm always willing to listen.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, though.
She's like, I'm sorry, I don't talk to simps.
Why'd I leave school early yesterday?
She saw it.
Hey, is he the kid who transferred here?
Yeah. He'll date you too, if you want.
Are you the transfer student? Oh, did you hear about me already? It must be nice to have someone else from the big city to talk to, huh? I don't see Hana-chan hanging out with the other guys much.
Yeah. He's a girly man.
Not necessarily.
He doesn't have too many friends, so I hope you two get along good.
No, I'm gonna make him crash his bike every day.
Hana-chan's a good guy, but he can get nosy sometimes. You gotta tell him right to his face when he starts to annoy you.
Like what you're doing right now. Nah, he's a great guy.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Come on, senpai. There's no need to worry about something like that.
Well, my break's just about over. Back to work I go. Laters.
Ah, it's too bad you'll never be able to date her.
Saki senpai says I'm annoying, but she's even nosier than me.
Sure.
She has a younger brother, and she treats me pretty much the same way.
Yep, so you'll never date her ever.
Oh, you don't want her treating you like a brother, huh? I get it. So that's how it is.
That is how it is, Chia. Come on.
Daughter of a local family-run liquor store, and the scion of the invading chain. Oh, the flame of forbidden love.
I will break the next DVD you lend him.
Dude, it's not like that.
Oh, really? Well, I know just the thing to cheer up that lovesick heart. You ever hear of the Midnight Channel?
Damn straight I've heard of the Midnight Channel. I watch it every night.
You're supposed to look into a TV that's switched off, alone, exactly at midnight on a rainy night.
Okay.
While you're staring at your own image, another person will appear on the screen.
What?
And they say that person's your soulmate.
What? For a second, I thought you were actually going to say something useful.
Oh wow, big burn.
How can you get all excited over such a childish urban legend like that?
Childish, huh? You don't believe it, do you?
Of course I don't.
Well, it's raining tonight. Let's all try it out. Then you'll see.
Alright, let's do that, Chia.
Try it out? Wait, you haven't even tried it yourself? Wow. I'm trying to remember the last time I heard something this stupid. All that aside, you know that incident yesterday? You guys think it was murder?
Definitely.
Ooh, what if the culprit behind it was still lurking around?
That's a weird way to laugh.
Jeez, you shouldn't joke about stuff like that. Now who's the childish one? All I'm saying is, you guys better try it out tonight.
You heard the rumor about the Midnight Channel, where one can see one's soulmate on a rainy night. Maybe you should try it out tonight. Oh, that's so much rice. Another dinner alone with Nanako. Did your father call?
No. He always says he will.
Good chat.
He's home!
Oh, poor kid.
What a day. I'm back. Did anything happen while I was out?
Lots of dinner and food and you neglecting your child, but it's fine.
No. You're late again.
Oh, miso soup. That looks good too.
I'm sorry. Been busy at work. Can you put the news on for me?
You're that lazy.
Next, more details in the developing story on the incident in Foggy Inaba. Announcer Mayumi Yamano's dead body was found hanging above a house in this isolated rural town.
My God.
It is confirmed that Miss Yamano had been involved in an affair with Taro Namatame, husband of enka singer Misuzu Hiragi.
It's a follow-up report about the incident yesterday. When Miss Yamano, the TV announcer, was alive, she was having an affair with a councilman's secretary. The man's wife seems to be Misuzu Hiragi, an enka singer. Could that incident be tied to her lover's quarrel?
The police plan to investigate this relationship and question any personnel involved with them. In addition, we now bring you an exclusive interview with the local student who found Miss Yamano's body.
An interview with a kid? Where the hell did they find her?
What went through your mind when you saw it? Could you tell she was dead? Did you see her face?
Of course, it's the girl. It's the pixie girl from before. The female student's face and voice are indistinct, but you feel like you've seen her before somewhere.
Don't you think it's scary that someone was killed on a foggy day?
Huh? She was killed?
Oh, so did you see anyone suspicious around here?
No, not really.
Great.
We heard that you found it when you left school early. Did you have some personal business to take care of?
Huh? That's...
The reporter's enthusiasm seems to be perplexing the girl. Looking closely, she reminds you of Saki Konishi, Yosuke's senpai. Well, it is her, for sure.
A tragedy that occurred near the local shopping district. Many store owners are raising concerns about losing customers as a result.
If they lose more customers, it'll be because you're making such a stink about it.
It really is a bizarre case, isn't it? I mean, hanging someone upside down from an antenna. I'd have to say it's a warning or a sign from the culprit.
Yes, but so far, no one has come forward to take credit for the crime.
Okay.
Loads of prank calls, though.
So the cause of death is still unknown, and they don't have a single suspect yet? Taxpayers' funds are going to a police force who can't even figure out if this is an accident or a homicide?
They always do this shit like on news outlets and everything, and it's like they're literally doing the best that they can. You can't like force them into a better result or be like, you know what? Let's give no tax money to the police. They'll have no police because they're useless. That's just, what do they want?
We'll be right back after these messages.
At Junes, every day is Customer Appreciation Day.
Oh.
Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products. Every day's great at your Junes.
Every day's great at your Junes.
Tajima's like asleep.
Hey, Dad, can we go to Junes together sometime?
No.
No?
He's way asleep.
Jeez.
Hey, you alright, Tajima? Tajima is sleeping. You should leave him alone. Nothing catches your eye. I want a Persona game, well, not Persona Strikers, but I want a Persona game on Nintendo Switch. That would be nice. You're reminded that you made a promise to test out the rumors of this Midnight Channel. You should check it out in your room. You can hear it raining outside. It's almost midnight. Your soulmate appears if you look into a TV on a rainy night. Could Chie's story be real? Game ends here because it's not real. Praise the sun! What?
Are you okay?
Kind of.
Okay. Well, good night.
Nanako seems to have returned to her room. What just happened? You decide to talk about it with the others tomorrow. Oh, man, I'm still tired.
Sorry.
Perfect timing. Move over. Chie forced herself under your umbrella. I did have my own, but I saw this kung fu movie where they use an umbrella to pull off some sweet moves. And I accidentally broke mine trying to mimic the move. By the way, did you see it? I did. Aha! Do tell. The person it showed. Never mind. I'll save it for when the others are around. We're going to be late for school. Alright, man, no problem. It's kind of awkward to only bring this up now, but we're pretty close here. I'm just gonna go ahead and run the rest of the way. Don't worry about it. Alright, then let's race.
Huh?
We're both gonna run through the rain? What's the point of that? Besides, it's not like I wanted to make a break for it. Am I worrying too much? I'll keep going with you anyway.
Come on.
It's alright, Chie. No one will believe that everyone's interested in you. I'm sorry, but it's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, this chick. She's so weird. She's the history teacher, I think. Hello everyone, my name is Kimiko Sofue, and I don't know how much you know about the world history, but I'm an expert. First, a little about me. I love to use my dowser to look for lost items, and there's nothing quite like romance. In fact, world history is a magnificent romance. History is like a river. It was born in the past and flows ever forward. I hope we can all enjoy the profundity of this history together. Ho 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 ho. And since this is my first lecture, I'll start with an easy question. Our transferee, Mr. Yu, please stand up. The Western calendar is based on Anno Domini, the traditionally believed year of Jesus Christ's birth. What is the year before 1 AD called? 1 BC, isn't it? Yeah. I depends what they mean, because you seem to understand this well. If you think history is like math, 0 AD would be the natural assumption, but the world history is much more complicated. The Gregorian calendar we use today is based on the Julian calendar, which was made while there were no concept of 0 as a number. That's why, when counting backwards, we go from 1 AD straight to 1 BC. Hopefully that was a nice introduction to world history. You gave the correct answer. Your knowledge has increased. We'll have to cheat for these answers too, though, eventually.
Supposed to be. My senpai told me it was a third year named Saki who found the body.
Yo.
Yes, it was Saki. God damn it.
It's not really that important, but, well, yesterday on TV, never mind. Look, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yosuke, did you hear the rumor? Saki Senpai's supposedly the one who discovered that body.
I wonder if that's why she looked so down. She doesn't seem to be at school today either.
Huh? Hey Yukiko, are you helping out at the inn today too?
Things are really out of hand right now. I'm sorry.
Better be sorry.
Is it just me, or does Yukiko-san seem way stressed out today?
I guess they're running her ragged. By the way, did you see it last night?
Yes, he offered me a balloon. He was Clown Man.
Huh? Well, what about you?
I did! I seriously a girl, but my soulmate's a girl? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, we know what it means, Chie, but you're not gonna admit it.
I couldn't quite tell who it was, but it was a girl for sure. Her hair was brown, about shoulder length. She was wearing our school uniform, and
Hey, I think that's the same person I saw.
Wow.
Couldn't make out that much detail though. The image I saw was much blurrier.
wait, so you saw it too?
Yep.
And we saw the same girl? Does that mean we have the same soulmate?
No, Chie. There's something else going on.
How should I know? How about you? Did you see it?
You told them about what happened last night.
It sounds like we all saw the same person. But weird voices aside, what was that about getting sucked into your TV? Were you that tired last night? You must have just fallen asleep in front of your TV.
No.
That'd be one interesting dream, though. I like the part where you got stuck because your TV was too small. That's pretty realistic.
Okay.
If it had been bigger... Oh, that reminds me. Our family's been talking about buying a bigger TV.
Yeah, going from 12-inch to 15-inch.
Oh yeah? Well, flat screen TVs are definitely in these days. Want to go check them out on the way back? We're beefing up our electronics department this month.
Oh, definitely. My parents don't know anything about electronics, and I've just got to see my kung fu movies on the big screen.
Unless you got a Blu-ray player, you're gonna be disappointed.
We've got some pretty big ones in stock. I bet they'd be big enough for you to fit into.
They don't believe you at all. You decided to go to Junes with the others. Straight to Junes. Junes Electronics Department.
Wow, this is huge! And holy crap, it's expensive. Who buys something like this?
I bought something like that, maybe. I did. But it was a cheap one.
Rich folks?
No, I seriously, I remember our first flat screen TV. I remember going, we went to a place called Harvey Norman. They're like an electronics store, but realistically, not Harvey Norman, the Good Guys, sorry. Went to the Good Guys electronics store. They're overpriced. It's way overpriced these days, but then it was sort of okay. Anyway, we went in for like a 40-inch LCD, and we came out with a 50-inch plasma, which plasmas are amazing, but the whole thing is, plasmas take more power, and if you play video games on them, the overlay of video games will actually burn itself into the screen. It's really, really annoying. But yeah, I remember it wouldn't even fit in our car. It was 50-inch and like quite thick. Like we're talking like this sort of thickness. And yeah, it was just like it was amazing TV and all that sort of stuff. But I just remember trying to get home with it. It wouldn't fit in our car, so we had to actually unbox it, and both my brother and I had to sit in the back seat and hold it up straight all the way home, so that we could like actually get it home. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Honestly, not many people shop for TVs here. That's why we don't have clerks around.
Huh. Not worth trying then, I guess. Well, at least looking's free.
No, it's gonna cost you $1 a minute.
Nope, can't get in. Figures.
This proves it. It was all just a dream.
Nope, let me do it.
Besides, these flat screen TVs are so thin, you just end up on the other side.
You're an idiot.
What am I saying? So, Chia, what kind of TV are you guys in the market for?
They said they wanted one that's cheap. You got any suggestions?
Well, miss, might I suggest this one over here? It's the newest model, just released this spring.
What? That's not cheap at all! There's way too many zeros!
Okay.
I should have asked what you meant by cheap right off the bat.
You got connections, right? Come on, hook me up!
Never.
You know I can't do that. Hey, how about this one over here? It's a display unit. It's a little old, but
With a TV this big, you really might be able to go inside. Abzu.
oh yeah. What kind of TV do you?
Huh? Something wrong, Yosuke?
Is his arm in the TV?
No.
Whoa. Is that some kind of new model?
Hell no.
You gotta be kidding me. Did you really stick your hand through the screen?
No.
Oh man, this is for real. That's some magic trick, man. So how's it work, huh? What's the magician's secret?
Both of them are staring at you, astonished. You might be able to put in one more than just your arm.
Hey, don't do that! What are you doing?
Oh my god!
There's empty space inside. You tell them that.
What do you mean inside?
What do you mean, empty space?
That seems very spacious in here.
What do you mean spacious?
I mean, what's going on?
Holy crap. I think this is all too much for my bladder.
What the? Are you gonna pee your pants?
I've been holding it in all day. I haven't had a chance to go. I can't hold it anymore.
He's gonna piss himself.
Shit, customers, they're coming.
What? But we've got a guy half stuck in the TV here.
You're being so loud!
What are we gonna do?
Wait! Whoa!
Noise. Oh! That's cool. When you look at the center, it's awesome.
Ow! I landed right on my wallet.
Man, where the heck are we?
We're in the fog.
What is this place? Some place inside Junes?
Hell no, it isn't. I mean, we fell through a TV. Actually, what is going on here?
Whoops.
So, we're still alive, right?
No, we're dead. This is the afterlife. Are you guys okay?
I think my butt's cracked now.
It's already got a crack and a hole in it.
Of course it is.
Whoa.
What now? Did you wet your pants?
No, stupid. Look around.
Is this a studio? All this
Maybe.
fog. Or is it smoke?
Well, where there's smoke, there's fire, and we're gonna throw you in.
There's no place like this in Inaba, is there?
There's no place like home!
Hell no. But man, this place is huge.
What are we gonna do?
Let's look around.
Huh? But look, we need to get home and... Huh? Wait a minute. Which way did we come in from?
Ah.
I don't see a way in or out.
What? That can't be right. How could that be?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I can't take this anymore. I want to go home.
Okay, so how?
We're doomed. Let's look for a way out.
Yeah, an exit. We need to find one. Let's calm down and think about this. Alright, so we need to find a way out.
Is there really a way out of here?
We got in, so we must be able to get out somehow.
That's true, but
If there's no exit, we're trapped, so let's cross our fingers and look around.
So fingers, legs, toes, butts, arms.
what is this place? It feels different from where we were before.
Looks like we're in some kind of building, but damn, this fog's so thick I can hardly see.
Damn, girl, this fog is thick.
Are you sure we're not wandering farther away?
I can't be positive, but we've got to trust our instinct a little.
I know, but
It seems there's no choice for now but to continue onward.
Hey, is it me or is the fog lighter here? No service. What a surprise.
It's because you didn't get that 5G.
can you guys slow down a little? It's hard enough to see where you're going. Huh? What the? It's a dead
Yep.
end. There's no exit.
It keeps getting creepier and creepier the further we go. I can't hold it any longer. My bladder's gonna explode.
I've had that feeling before.
Yosuke, what are you doing?
I gotta let it out before I piss my pants.
You're going here? Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Turn around. I can't go if everyone's watching. I can't do it. It's all your fault if my bladder bursts.
Like I care. Anyways, what's with this room? Check out these posters. Their faces are all cut out.
Well, it's only one poster and it's only one person, and it says it on the side of the poster.
Someone must really hate this person.
Dude, this chair and rope, that kind of arrangement is never good.
No, it's a positive thing.
It's tied in a noose. Is this a scarf?
Come on, let's go back to where we came from and look somewhere else for an exit.
Hey, I think I've seen that poster before.
Who cares? Let's go! I'm sick of this place.
Damn straight.
And I'm not feeling so good.
Now that you mention it, me too.
Could it be due to this place's oppressive atmosphere?
Alright, let's go back. I'm seriously starting to feel sick.
Phew. We finally made it back here. Wait, what's that?
There's something over there.
Oh, this is the weirdest thing. I actually really hate Teddy.
What is this thing? A monkey? A bear?
What in the world? That's what I want to know. Who are you guys?
It talked! What are you? You want to fight?
What, do you want to fight about it?
Don't yell at me like that.
Okay, the bear is cowering in fear. Maybe it would be better to ask him nicely. What is this place?
This place is what it is. It doesn't have a name. It's where I live.
You live here?
If I was you guys, I'd hurry back to the other side. Someone's been throwing people in here. It's a big headache.
Huh? Throwing people in? What are you talking about?
I don't know who's doing it. I just want them to think before they go doing things like that.
Hey, what's your problem? What gives you the right to yell at us like that? What are you? Where are we? What the heck is going on here?
Oh my god.
I already told you. Anyways, you should hurry back.
What it comes down to is, you want us to get out of here, right? Well, so do we. We just don't know how, damn it.
That's why I'm saying I'll let you out.
Alright.
Like I keep saying, we don't know where the frickin' exit. Wait, what?
Easy.
The hell?
Where did those TVs come from?
Okay, now go, get out of here. I'm a busy bear.
What's going on now? Whoa! Hey! What are you doing?
Stop pushing!
I hate Teddy. He's the worst character. Whoa!
Huh? Is this?
Did we make it back?
Attention shoppers! Our daily limited time sale will now begin at the side dish area on the first floor. Why not try the delicious fresh produce Juness picked for you this morning as your side dish for dinner tonight? All ages are invited to take advantage of this incredible bargain.
Crap, it's already that late?
Yep.
Looks like we were in there for quite a while.
That's right. Now I remember where I saw that poster before. Look over there. That's...
What's up now? Hey, you're right. They're the same. I couldn't tell before without the face, but it was Misuzu Hiragi. She's been all over the news lately. Something about her husband having an affair with that announcer lady who died the other day.
Hey, so
Nice. Good stuff.
That weird
Let's move on.
Could it be related to that Yamano lady's death? Now that I think about it. Yeah, stop. No more. We gotta stop. I'm gonna wipe what happened today from my brain.
I'm feeling a chill, too.
A Netflix and chill?
Let's go home. I want to lie down and rest.
Hey, welcome home.
Where's my ramen? You feel you still feel sluggish.
I doubt you'd know. But have you heard anything about a student named Saki Konishi?
She discovered the body.
Yeah, it's true. Well, to be honest, we got a call from her family.
Oh.
She's disappeared. We've got people looking for her, but she hasn't been found yet.
She's in the TV.
Work just keeps piling up.
And now, more on the case still casting a shadow over the foggy town of Inaba. Not long ago, television announcer Mayumi Yamano was found dead in the small town. Up until now, her whereabouts prior to her death had been unknown. But the police investigation has found that she had been staying in the region's famous Amagi Inn.
The Amagi Inn? That's the inn that Yukiko's family runs.
She had apparently been staying there alone. Perhaps she was taking a vacation to recover from her ordeal?
Oh yes, the Amagi Inn. Their hot springs are first rate. The manager's teenage daughter also works there, and it's rumored that she'll take over the inn this spring. If that happens, she'll be one of the youngest managers on record. I should book another trip there.
I see. Moving along, it's time for the weather report. The rain has begun to subside. From now until morning, heavy fog warnings will be in effect in the Inaba region. Visibility will be severely reduced, so please be careful if you plan on driving in the area.
Okay. The news continues. Just before the announcer was found dead, she was apparently staying at the Amagi Inn, run by Yukiko's family. And it seems the whereabouts of Saki Kanishi, who discovered the body, are unknown.
Is the ramen ready now?
Give it some more time.
Wait like 40 minutes to get your ramen ready. My god.
Are you sick? You're probably still adjusting to the new environment. Nanako, could you get him some cold medicine?
And some food?
You should get to bed after you take it.
Save time. After I check the fridge. Okay. 70 save. 1 hour 46 minutes. Rest. Welcome back. The child is not dead yet, but we went into a TV and then we came out of the TV. There we go, more dead people. That'll be Saki.
Oh, you're up. Well, I'm off.
Dojima left the house.
Dad has to go do something. He got a call, so he left.
Nanako looks worried. You can hear girls gossiping.
When I looked, I saw 3 police cars zooming by. You live by the police station, don't you? Did you hear anything? I heard some yelling, but nothing more. A total disappointment. Geez, you need to pay more attention to stuff like that. How else are we supposed to get the juicy stories?
Ah, water. Water's good. Seems there's been an incident.
Hey, did you see it yesterday? Of course not. What is that rumor for real? I don't know, but it seems like a lot of people have seen it.
You overhear people gossiping about something.
Yukiko said she'd be here after lunch.
I really miss having a flip phone.
I wonder why they're holding a school assembly all of a sudden.
Hey, what's wrong, Yosuke?
Oh, it's nothing.
Saki's dead, Yosuke.
Everyone, please.
Holy
settle
shit.
down. The school assembly is about to begin.
Fucking Confucius up there.
First, the principal has something to say.
I regret to say that I have a terrible announcement for all of you. One of our third-year students, Ms. Saki Konishi of Class 3, has passed away.
Passed away?
Great.
Ms. Konishi was found deceased early this morning. The reasons behind her passing are currently under investigation by the police. If they ask you for your cooperation, I urge you as students of this school to provide only the facts.
Okay.
Senpai
Here?
about that, right? I saw it too.
All right, please quiet down. I have been assured by the faculty that there's been no evidence that bullying was involved in the incident.
Okay, that's weird to say.
So mind what you say, not only to the police, but to anyone who asks.
Found dead? How could this happen?
This is so sad. The principal's address continues.
She died the same way as that announcer, right? It's so creepy. Well, last time it was from an antenna, but this time she was hanging from a telephone pole.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be a serial murder case. Someone said the cause of death was some unknown poison. Unknown? Come on, this isn't some sci-fi drama. Oh, by the way, did you hear? Someone saw a girl that looked like Saki on that Midnight Channel thingy.
Man, all I can think of is, I'm Haruhi Suzumiya. I'm not interested in ordinary people. But if you are an alien, time traveler, or Esper, please come see me.
They said she totally looked like she was in pain. Isn't that scary?
Sounds like someone had a nightmare. The media's been broadcasting their interviews with her nonstop, so maybe they just had Saki on the brain. Sheesh. It's easy to toss around theories if you're not personally involved.
Damn straight, yeah.
Hey, did you guys check out the TV last night?
No.
Yosuke, not you too.
Just listen for a sec. Something kept bothering me, so I watched it again, and I think the girl on the screen was Saki-senpai. There's no mistaking it.
That's crazy.
Senpai looked like she was writhing in pain, and then she disappeared from the screen.
What?
You heard Senpai's body was found in a similar situation as that announcer's, right? Oh, remember that guy you told us about? How he was all excited that his soulmate was the announcer? Maybe, just maybe, but Ms. Yamano might have been on that Midnight Channel before she died too.
What's that supposed to mean?
My god, Yosuke, you should be the inspector.
Hold on. Are you saying people who appear on that TV die?
I can't say for sure, but something tells me I just can't dismiss it as coincidence. Plus, remember what that bear thing said? How that place was dangerous and we should leave before the fog clears? It also said that someone's been throwing people in there. And that room with the posters on the wall, it has to have something to do with the announcer's death.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, don't you think there's some kind of connection there? Couldn't that world in the TV have something to do with Senpai and the announcer's death? Well, what do you think?
That's preposterous! You might be right.
So it's not just me, huh? If there is a connection, then it's a good bet that the two of them went inside that world. That would explain the posters in that room. Which means, if we look around, we might find a place that has something to do with Senpai too.
Yosuke, don't tell me.
Yeah. I'm thinking about going in again. I want to find out for myself.
Don't do this. You should just let the police handle this and...
You think we can rely on the police? They haven't made any progress on the announcer's case.
And it's been ages since they released an album.
Besides, even if we told them about the world inside the TV, there's no way they're gonna believe us. If I'm completely off base with this, that's fine. It's just... I need to know why Senpai had to die like this.
Yosuke.
After what I've seen and what I've put together...
Alright, Chippy. No problem, man.
I can ignore it now. Sorry, but you're the only person who can help me. I'm gonna go get ready. I'll be waiting for you at Junes.
Yosuke has asked you to take him into the TV world again.
I can kinda understand how he feels. But we can't be sure we'll be able to get out safely again. What should we do?
We should go with Yosuke. Yes.
Anyways, let's go to Junes. We can't leave Yosuke alone.
That's what I said. Would you like to save your progress thus far? Yep. 1 hour 54. Oh man.
You guys came.
We came to stop you, idiot! Come on, you really shouldn't do this. It's too dangerous.
I know, but we were able to come back once, right? If we go in from the same location, maybe we'll meet that bear again.
Maybe isn't good enough.
Look, I can't just act like everyone else and pretend this has nothing to do with me.
That's true, but
What about you? Could you just walk away?
This doesn't involve me. No. I can't leave it alone.
Yeah, I thought not. I'm glad to know you're that kind of guy. Don't worry, I'm not going in without a plan.
Huh? What's that? A rope?
We'll go in with this tied to me. So I want you to hold on to this and wait here.
That rope is awfully short.
What? Then this is a lifeline?
Here, this is for you.
I don't want it.
I thought it might be better than going in empty-handed. Alright, let's go. There's no use wasting any more time. Chie, whatever you do, don't let go of the rope.
Hey! I said wait!
She's so loud. Ooh. Nice job.
See? I knew this wasn't gonna work. Now what?
Now everyone is dead, and it's thanks to you, Chia.
Is this? Look, this is the same place as last time. So they are connected from place to place.
You guys, why'd you come back? I get it. You're the ones behind this.
You're that thing from last time. Wait, what the hell did you just say?
Lately, I can tell someone's been throwing people in here. It's making this world more and more messed up. This is the second time you guys came here, and I don't think anyone forced you in. That means you're the most suspicious.
You are right.
You guys must be the ones throwing the people in here.
Don't label us like that.
What are you talking about, throwing people in? If someone was thrown in here and they couldn't get out, they might die. Who would do such a... Wait a sec. All this talk about someone throwing people in here, does he mean Senpai and the announcer? Did that someone throw those two in here? Hey, what do you think?
That must be it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's assume he's telling the truth. Could it be that someone's throwing people in here intending to kill them? If that's the case...
What are you guys mumbling about? Why'd you come here anyways? It's a one-way door. You can't get out once you're in. Remember how I had to let you guys out?
Yeah, whatever. We don't need your help this time. See? This time we have a lifeline. What? Hey! You better let us out once we're done investigating here.
I'm the one who wants to investigate. I've lived here for a long time, but it's never been noisy like this till now. Do you have proof? Prove to me you're not throwing people in here.
It doesn't work that way.
See? So it is you guys.
For the last time, it's not us. So we've got nothing to prove to you. Hey, you better answer our questions. This isn't like last time when we came by accident. We're dead serious. Listen up, because people have died in our world. Every time the fog appears, a dead body shows up with it. It has to be related to this place somehow. If you know something, tell us.
A dead body? Whenever the fog appears? I know that if it's foggy on your side, the fog lifts here. It's really dangerous when the fog lifts. That's when the shadows get violent. Ah, I get it.
Huh? If you get it, then explain it to us, damn it. If it's foggy on our side, it isn't in here. Shadows.
That's why I said to hurry
Welcome back,
It's
Chippy.
dangerous when that happens.
Oh. Let's not push over my microphone.
Okay, no more questions. I know you guys did it. You better stop right now.
I've told you and told you we're not the ones doing it. I've about had it with you. Why the hell won't you listen to what we're saying?
I'm just saying, you might be the culprits.
Doubt it.
I'm just making sure.
Who's the round guy? The round guy, he doesn't have a name yet, but his name is Teddy. He's kind of like Morgana in Persona 5. He's like the cat in Persona 5. I really dislike Teddy. I find his character annoying and abrasive and like unnecessary. But it's fine. It's part of the package, and the game is still like one of the best games ever. So.
What? Man, this bear's driving me nuts. What is this place, anyways? It looks like a TV studio. Is something being filmed here? Hey, don't tell me. Is that weird show being filmed here?
Weird show? Filmed? What does that mean?
I'm asking if someone's been filming the people that get thrown in here.
I don't get it. This world has always been like this. No one has ever done that filming thing here.
What do you mean?
Only me and Shadows are here. I told you before.
Look, we don't know what these shadow things are, or what you are either, for that matter. You keep telling us to prove our innocence, but you're the most suspicious thing here. Maybe you're the real culprit. What's with that
Jacques.
stupid costume? I'd say it's time you showed your face. Whoa!
Yep.
What the hell are you? It's empty inside.
Me? The culprit? I wouldn't do such a thing. I just live here.
Just live.
I just want to live here peacefully. Okay, I'll believe that you guys aren't the culprits.
Alright then, thanks.
I want you to find the real guy who did all this. You have to stop him. Promise me. Or else... I'm not gonna let you guys out of here.
You little...
This can't keep going on. My home here will be a complete mess. And then I...
Oh my god.
What are you crying for all of a sudden? Jeez, this thing's really weirding me out.
The mysterious bear is asking you to find the culprit behind this. Someone on the outside is throwing people into this world. If the culprit isn't you, he wants you to find out the real culprit. The mysterious bear seems serious about this.
Hey, what should we do?
You remember the words of a mysterious old man who called himself Igor.
It seems you will encounter a misfortune at your destination, and a great mystery will be imposed upon you.
Could this be the mystery that will be thrust upon you? What was the contract Igor spoke of? Could finding the culprit and solving the case be part of this promise? In any case, you cannot leave the TV world on your own. There seems to be no other option.
You're the only ones I can ask. Will you promise me?
No. We've got no choice.
Thank you!
Damn bear. Practically holding a gun to our heads. But it's true that we came here to figure things out. So far, we're completely in the dark. Look for the culprit, huh? Bring it on. You got my word, too. Might as well introduce ourselves. I'm Yosuke Hanamura, and this is my buddy.
Narukami Yu.
You got a name?
Teddy.
Fucking Teddy.
Figures. But how are we supposed to find the culprit in the first place?
I don't know. Oh, but I know where the last person came in.
The last person? You mean Saki-senpai?
I mean the person who came in and disappeared last time. I don't know the name. Well, I'll take you there. You might find clues. Oh, one thing first. You two should put these on.
Glasses.
What are these glasses for?
As you put on the glasses, your vision instantly becomes clearer.
Whoa! The difference is like night and day. With these on, it's like the fog doesn't exist.
They'll help you walk through the fog. Well, I've been here for a long time, so you can rely on me. But I can only show you where the place is. You guys will have to defend yourselves.
What happened to relying on you? There better not be any monsters, you understand?
Too late.
We brought weapons, but, I mean, they're more for show. We just got here. If it's so dangerous, why don't you do something instead of relying on us?
No way! I've got no muscles. Oh, I'll give you guys moral support from a safe distance. How's that sound?
The worst. Can Teddy really not fight? Try touching Teddy.
No!
Is this thing for real? This is so lame.
I want to do that forever.
We swore to find the culprit, and this is all the backup we get?
Oh yeah, can I ask you something?
No.
Who's this Saki-senpai person? Someone you know?
That doesn't matter right now. Anyways, at least now we know Senpai might have been thrown in here. Maybe we can find more information too. Let's get moving.
Wait!
Yeah, we'll just leave him there. I was going to give him a push, but I think he does the same thing every time.
What is this place? It looks just like the shopping district. What's going on here?
Some weird places have appeared here recently. Things are getting so tangled, I don't know what to do.
By the way, why are you standing so far from us? You better not be planning to hightail it if something does come up.
Of course not.
I hate you, Teddy.
I mean, I can't stand too close, you know? I get in your way.
Man, they really went all out on this. But out of all the places in town, why'd they replicate this one?
How should I know? This is reality for the one who's here.
As usual, nothing you say makes any sense. But if this is our shopping district, we're not far from Saki-senpai's.
Uh-oh.
I knew it! This is the liquor store that Senpai's parents run.
Yep. We should throw Teddy in there first.
Does this mean Senpai disappeared here? What could have happened?
Wait a second! They're here!
What?
Shadows! I had a feeling they were going to attack.
It's alright, we'll sort it out.
Huh?
Nutella monsters. Wow.
The time has come. Open thine eyes and call forth what is within.
Aha! Tarot card. A version of this game actually did come with a set of tarot cards, themed like Persona. They're worth a lot of money now. Persona. Freaking awesome. Izanagi, alright. Not as painful as Persona 5 where you rip your face off, so... Finally, some battle.
Stay calm and listen. Some shadows have weaknesses.
We know.
If you can pinpoint that weakness and take advantage of it, the battle will be a lot easier. I can tell this one has a weakness too. Try stuff out and see what works.
Alright. We already know this. Skip. Alright. Persona. Come on. Oh, I can't use him yet. Alright.
I'll keep track of what attacks have what effects on enemies.
Thank you. Nope. Alright. Whoa. Oh. Not much left. Soul drops, that's great. You felt a surge of energy inside after the recent battle.
Congratulations, Sensei!
Level up! You've got 8 health left. Yay! It's a card captor. He has obtained the first aid used to overcome life hardships. The Persona Izanagi.
Whoa, what was that? Did I hear you say persona? What was it?
None of your business, Yosuke.
I mean, what did you do? Hey, you think I can do it too?
Sure.
Calm down, Yosuke. You're troubling Sensei.
Oh no.
Sensei?
Gosh almighty! You're amazing, Sensei! I am one impressed bear.
Oh, Teddy, you're so annoying. I'm sorry, but I don't like you.
I can't believe you were hiding such an amazing power. No wonder the shadows were scared of you. Are you the one who's able to bring people into this world? That's what I thought. This is really something.
Yes, yes it is.
Don't you think so, Yosuke?
Dude, you call him sensei and then don't show me any respect?
Sorry.
Well, your support wasn't bad, though. I gotta give you some credit for that.
It was bad because you didn't tell me anything.
Huh? Really?
Alright. You two keep it up and I think we'll be fine from here on out. Now let's get back to the investigation. Man, I wonder what could have happened to Senpai here.
Ooh.
I wish Jeunesse would go under.
It's all because of that store.
What the?
I heard that Konishi-san's daughter is working there.
Oh my, how could she with her family's business suffering like it is? I heard their sales have gone downhill because of Junes.
Wow. What jerks.
Stop it. That poor father. To have his own daughter working for the enemy. What a troublesome child.
Hey, Ted. You said that this place is reality for those that are here, right? So, does that mean this was Senpai's reality when she wandered in here?
I only know about what's over here.
Fine. Whatever's going on here, we'll find out ourselves. Damn it, not again.
You begin to hear a man yelling.
Saki, how many times do I have to tell you?
Is this Senpai's dad?
You know what the neighbors say about you, right? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You're the eldest daughter of a family who's owned this store for generations. Is it the money? Or did you meet some guy there? Just tell me why you have to work there of all places.
Because you won't give me a job.
I can't believe this. She seemed like she had fun at work. She never said anything like this to me. You're telling me this was how Senpai really saw things? These photos. Hey, is this... It's the photo we took the other day with the other part-timers at Junes. Why is it cut up like this?
The scrap of the photo shows Saki Kanishi smiling. Yosuke is standing next to her.
I never had the chance to say it.
Is that Senpai's voice?
I always wanted to tell Hana-chan.
Huh? Me?
That he was a real pain in the ass. I was nice
Understandable.
just because he was the store manager's son. That's all. But he takes it completely the wrong way and gets all enthusiastic. What a dip.
What a dip. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Who cares about Junes anyway? Because of that store, our business is ruined. My parents hate me. The neighbors talk behind my back. I wish everything would just disappear.
It's a lie. This can't be. Senpai's not like that. It's so sad. I feel so sorry for myself. Boo-hoo! Actually, I'm the one who thinks everything's a pain in the ass.
Solid.
Huh? Two Yosuke's?
Oh, quiet, Teddy.
Who are you? I wouldn't think that. Yeah, right. How long are you going to keep deluding yourself? Screw the shopping district, and Junes too. You're sick of everything, especially living out in the sticks. What are you saying? That's not true. You put on a good show of being carefree and happy-go-lucky because you're so terrified of being alone. The more the merrier, right? You've got to be surrounded by people to block out the pain of isolation. And what's this about checking out this world for Saki-senpai's sake? Ha! I know the real reason you came snooping. Stop it!
Please, no.
Why so panicked? I thought I was just spouting bullshit. Or maybe I do know everything you're thinking.
He does, because he is you.
Why's that? Because I am you. You just came because you thought it sounded like a good time. What else is there to do out in this shithole? The world inside the
True.
TV. Now that's exciting. You didn't have a single other reason for coming here, did you? That's not true. Stop. Stop it. You're just
No,
trying
don't
to
do
act
it.
like a big shot.
No.
Well, hey, maybe you could even be a hero. And that senpai you were so sweet on, her death was the perfect excuse.
Oh.
That's not true. What are you? Who are you? I already told you. I'm you. Your shadow. There's nothing I don't know about you. Screw that! I don't know you!
I don't know you. Looks exactly like him and basically is him.
You can't be me, you son of a bitch! That's right! Say it again!
He's even got your knockoff headphones.
Me. You're nothing like me! Yeah, that's right. I am me now. I'm not you anymore, see?
Ooh. Well, that's a similarity, yeah. I've got no health.
Shadow, the true self. I'll crush everything that bores me.
Alright.
Starting with you.
Oh, my health is full again. That's good. Thank fuck.
How long can you survive this?
This one's much stronger than the last type. Be careful. Whenever you feel threatened, just defend yourself.
Yep. Why can't I use my persona? That's dumb. I can't switch it.
Don't underestimate me.
Yep, alright. Keep going. Just keep using Izanagi.
Don't underestimate me.
It's guarding its weak point.
Huh, that's it?
Ah, come on. Oh my god. This is pathetic. Do have medicine. I'll do that after the next thing. Just spam persona. Cool.
It's going to attack. Defend your.
You're getting to be a real pain. All right, I'm gonna crush you.
Have I started my harem yet? No. In Persona 5, we definitely have started trying to get our harem together. But this game, no. We're still in technical tutorials. After we get Yosuke's persona, which is what we're doing now, and when we're done with Chie's persona, she's included in this sort of like little arc, then we'll have the opportunity to actually do social links and go out on dates and talk to people. So a little bit away from in Persona 4, but Persona 5 we're there already, which I should be doing tonight. That's the plan anyway. Why did I do that? On two more.
Here comes an attack. Defend yourself.
Comes an attack. He's defending. What the fuck are you talking about?
What a way! Out of the way!
It's fine. Yep. Can't believe we have to do this.
Here comes an attack! Defend yourself!
Yep.
Persona! Don't underestimate me!
Alright, this will be the last one. Sweet. You felt a surge of energy inside after the recent battle.
Amazing, Sensei!
Something inside of you has changed. Izanagi has leveled up.
Yosuke, are you okay? Yeah. What happened? You're not me.
That thing came from you, Yosuke.
Yeah, dumbass.
You have to admit it, or it'll go berserk again.
Yosuke seems reluctant to accept it. You have to be brave.
Brave. Damn it. It hurts to face yourself. I knew it wasn't lying. I was so ashamed that I didn't want to admit it. You're me, and I'm you. When you get down to it, all of this is me.
The strength of heart required to face oneself has been made manifest. Here, you got a tarot card too. Yosuke has faced his other self. He has obtained the facade used to overcome life's hardships. The persona Jiraiya.
This is my persona. When we heard Senpai's voice, I wonder if that was something Senpai had been keeping deep down inside. He was a real pain in the ass, huh? What a way to find out. Jeez, this is so embarrassing. If you weren't here, I don't know what would have happened. Thanks. Hey, Teddy. Could Senpai have been attacked by her other self here? Like how it just happened to me?
I think so. The shadows here were originally born from humans. Sometimes the fog clears, then they all go berserk.
I have no idea. Here's a physics mystery.
And you saw what happens next. A strong-willed shadow draws others to it, and the big mass of shadows kills the host.
So that's why people die when it gets foggy in our world.
Yosuke's pretty worn out. This world isn't made for humans. It's not comfortable for you here.
Oh no, I think we do know at some point what the deal is with Teddy. I can't quite remember what happens, but I remember there's like clarity over his story.
I don't hear any more voices. I think we're done with this place. Let's go back.
Hey, Teddy. You said that this place is reality for people who enter, right? So that shopping district and the weird room we saw before, Did they exist because the ones who died entered this world and it became their reality? I guess what I'm trying to ask is, did those places form because of the people who entered this world?
I don't know. It's never happened before.
You're useless, Teddy.
But that's probably where they were when the shadows attacked them.
It was the same for them.
The fog does lift here sometimes. The shadows get really violent then. I always get so scared I have to hide when it happens. I sensed people here twice before, but both of them disappeared after the fog lifted.
So let's get this straight. Senpai and that Yamano lady were thrown in here, and since they couldn't get out, they wandered around. After a while, that shadow thing came out of them. The fog cleared, it went berserk, and it ended up killing them. Does that sound right? So if I'd been here until the fog cleared, I would have been in much deeper trouble?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You were lucky. Sensei and me were here with you.
Damn it. Senpai and that announcer, they were stuck here all alone. No one could save them.
Yosuke. They disappeared when the fog lifted, but they were safe before that. No shadows attacked them. They attacked us, though. Maybe they're keeping a close eye on us. They might see people who investigate this place as enemies. It'll be dangerous, but we might be able to fight them. We might save people.
Are you saying if anyone else gets thrown in here, we can save them before they disappear?
Yes, Yosuke.
Like how you guys just saved me?
That seems to be the case.
Anyways, we need to catch the one who's throwing people in here and make him stop. Yeah. I'm finally starting to understand what's going on.
Can I ask something too? If shadows are born from humans, what was Teddy born from?
I don't know. Maybe like two mascot suits had sex with each other and they ended up with you.
You don't even know where you came from? How should we know?
I know some things, mostly about this world, but I don't know anything about myself, to be honest. I never thought about it until now.
Are you serious? No wonder we couldn't get a straight answer out of you.
Will you guys come back here?
Kick him off the edge and leave. We made a promise.
You'll keep your word?
Well, you're the one who said you weren't letting us out unless we do.
And then we never come back.
That's right. Okay, I'll let you out. But there's one thing. I'll be waiting for you guys here.
Creepy.
You need to come in from the same place every time, so we can meet up.
TV at Jeunesse.
You could come in from somewhere else, but then you won't end up here. You might show up somewhere I couldn't get to you. Then you'd be doomed. Got it?
Well, pretty much. Alright, can you show us the way out?
Roger that. One exit coming right up.
Yay!
Cool. First, we need to make sure there aren't any employees milling around out there.
Okay, go, go, go! Squish!
Hey, stop squeezing, you little...
Whoa! I'm now hypnotized. Great.
Huh? Chie? Whoa, what's with that face? Ow!
Oh, the nerve of you guys! Oh, you're such morons! I can't believe this! You guys suck! The rope got cut off! I
Oh well, that's too bad for you, huh?
I think that might have kind of sort of been our fault.
No, she didn't want to come.
Maybe we did go a little too far. Let's apologize to her tomorrow. I'm completely wiped out. I'm gonna go home, soak in the shower for a while, and get some sleep.
Alright.
I'm gonna sleep well tonight.
Just give me 1 second.
Well, see you in the morning.
It's real windy outside. I had to make sure everything was closed. Near the floodplain while walking home from Junes. Yukiko.
Hmm?
The dating starts now.
Oh, are you surprised to see me dressed this way? My parents sent me out on an errand. Are you getting used to your new town and school?
I like it here.
Really? But it must be difficult moving to a place you know nothing about. I've never been out of Inaba, so I wouldn't know what it's like to transfer to a new school. Oh, are you getting along with Chie? I mean, I always leave early, so...
Chie is a pain in the ass. She's a real handful.
I see. She's always full of energy. Chie's very supportive, you know? It's always her who gives me the little extra push I need. We had homeroom together last year, too, and I still remember how we'd cut class sometimes. Oh, I should get going. I need to make tomorrow's arrangements with our head chef. Our inn can't function without me right now. I'll see you at school then.
Alright, fine. I'll get your phone number later.
Dad's late.
Our next story is an update in our ongoing report on the bizarre murders occurring in Inaba. At around 7 a.m., local high school student Saki Konishi was found dead in Inaba's residential area. Since the body was positioned similarly to the last victim, and since Miss Konishi was the one who discovered that body, police are proceeding under the assumption that this may be a serial murder case related to the death of Mayumi Yamano. The coroner's report has established Miss Konishi's time of death at around 1 a.m. last night. The body went unnoticed until this morning as a result of the heavy fog blanketing the area.
Another incident. Dad won't be coming home tonight.
Oh well. I'll be here with you.
I'll be okay. Can you help me do some stuff around the house?
I said I'll be there for you. I didn't say I'll do any chores. Nanako seems very reliable for her age.
Amagi Inn, located upstream of Samegawa River, is the town's oldest historical landmark. Vacationers are known to travel surprising distances in order to visit its open-air, radium-rich hot springs.
After the incident with Miss Yamano, the manager has stepped aside, leaving her daughter Yukiko to fill her shoes.
Yukiko's on TV, wearing a kimono.
In other words, she's a manager who's still in high school. Now that has a nice ring to it. Let's see if we can interview her. Excuse me?
Are you speaking to me?
We've heard that you're the new manager. Is it true you're still in high school?
Fuck you.
Oh, well, I'm only filling in temporarily.
Someday, though. That aside, wow, you're looking gorgeous in that kimono. You must must have had a lot of male visitors.
Why would you say that?
Huh? No,
The reporter's rambling goes further and further off subject.
this is boring. Oh, I need to do the dishes.
Ha! I'll be sitting here. You decided to help out with the housework. You can now check your status by pressing the command menu button. Yay! Whoa! Hold on. How did I do it before? There we go. Oh, a little bit. Damn. Alright. Clickety click. Alright. Savety save. 2 hours, 40 minutes. Nice. It's raining tonight. Something may appear on TV. You should go back to your room and check out the TV. Watch TV in your room. Meaning literally sit and watch the TV while it's off. It's raining out tonight. Will something appear on TV? Persona 3 on the fucking... Oh my god. The calendar had Persona 3 on it.
News, meteorologists are predicting heavy fog throughout the year. The region has seen an abnormal amount of fog over the past few years, and the cause of the climate change is unknown. Whatever the reason, residents of the Inaba area should be extra careful. Our broadcast tonight was extended to bring you up-to-date news on the incident in Inaba. The time is now midnight.
Hell yeah. Persona 3? It's the same sort of stuff as this. It's not... the characters are a little bit different, the way that the characters work and the way that the metaverse works. So like going into the TV or going to someone's palace. It's a good game though. It's good. If you ever find it, you probably, or if you're ever gonna like emulate it while still owning a legitimate copy, yeah, I'd make sure that you get the FES version. It's like Persona 4 Golden and like Persona 5 Royal. It's like the extended version of Persona 3. Very much plays like an old PlayStation 2 game, but it's good. It's good. Still, I don't know. I like Persona 5. It's the newest one. I like it a lot. Seems that if the conditions are met, you can see it as many times as you want. A silhouette appeared. It seems to be a woman. Looks like she's wearing a kimono. It's definitely Yukiko, like... The image is so out of focus, you can't tell who it is. What would happen if you touched the image on the Midnight Channel? Would you be able to touch the person on the screen? The image disappeared. You should speak to Yosuke and the others about this tomorrow. You decide to go to bed for tonight. Yeah, I've got Persona 3 on my PSP and Vita. I want to get a physical copy of it so I can play it on PS2, but they're a little bit expensive sometimes.
Welcome. Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
Okay, Igor. Creepy man visiting me in my dreams.
I have summoned you within your dreams.
You used to own a PSP? They're good. I like them. They're really good systems. I've got, it's just because I'm like a bit of a, like, fucking video game and retro nerd. So, here's my PSP. There it is. Still charged and everything. I keep it charged up. I play it. Right, and there's my PS Vita. It's run out of battery, but I got my Vita as well. Which Persona 3 works on the Vita if you purchase it on the Sony store. Oh yeah, the 3DS and everything. Yeah, they're freaking awesome. I use my Switch the most now though, as far as portable consoles. It's just the Switch is like the most convenient. Seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
And so we meet again.
This is a space that only those who have, in one way or another, entered into a contract may enter. In your daily life, you subconsciously heard the call to awaken, and you chose to follow the destiny of your inner voice, thereby enacting your glorious awakening to your power.
Hold on to this.
Obtain the Velvet Key.
From this night forth, you are our guest in this velvet room. Your destiny will require you to hone your power.
By the way,
And for that, you will inevitably
Igor is in every single one of the Persona games.
There is but one price for this assistance. You must abide by your contract and assume responsibility.
She does look better in the dialogue.
You may make.
It's because it's using Persona PlayStation 2 models, and they've just been upgraded a little bit. So everyone looks a little bit like goofy, just because the system it originally came out of wasn't super like powerful or anything. Yeah. Igor always looks fucking creepy. He's such a weirdo. I understand.
Very well. The persona you have acquired, it is a side of you that shows itself when you face the world around you. Perhaps you can think of it as a facade of determination you wear to face various difficulties in life. Your persona ability, however, is that of the wild card. Compared to that of others, it is very special.
I know I'm very special.
It is like the number 0, empty, yet holding infinite potential within itself.
I know. His nose would have been like that sort of size, over proportioned. He could easily dress up as the Penguin.
The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
Control one's heart.
Social links are necessary for more than strengthening your persona. At times, they will help light the way to the truth you're searching for.
Where will your awakened power of the wild card take you? I look forward to traveling the road of your destiny together.
Yeah, you as the protagonist are the strongest, but you become the strongest because you can change your persona. So you capture other monsters or personas, and then you fuse them together in the Velvet Room, and then you get higher strength and ridiculous amounts of HP, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, the main character is always the strongest in the game, just because of that. It's the hero's journey trait, that sort of thing.
Till we meet again.
But if you want to like I recommend playing these games. The Persona games are amazing. If you can get a hold of one and play it, like definitely do it. But also, if you just want the story, just watch the anime. Like that's what you can do.
You saw what was on last night, right? I couldn't tell who it was, but if someone's shown up on TV, we can't ignore it. Let's go check it out after school. Maybe Teddy can tell us something. If it turns out someone was thrown in again, there really might be a culprit behind all this. Even if it is something about that place that's killing the victims. If someone's using that world as a weapon, that's unforgivable. We need to find the culprit, no matter what it takes.
Okay.
There's no way the police can do it. Who'd believe that the murderer kills people by throwing them into the TV?
I'd believe it. Any of the Persona games on PC. Persona 4 Golden, this specific game, that is on PC. Persona 5 Strikers, not technically a mainstream Persona game, but Persona 5 Strikers is almost like a Dynasty Warriors type version of Persona 5, and it's official. It's a part of the story, but it takes place after Persona 5. And yeah, Persona 5 and 5 Royal are both on the PlayStation 4. But yeah, only recently they released Persona 4 on PC, which is amazing. That's how I'm playing it at the moment. Give it a go. It's very much like if you like your Final Fantasy type games, you'll probably enjoy this. The battle system is turn-based, which turns a lot of people off. Yeah, I have no problem with it, really. Yeah. Like, some Final Fantasy games can be really fucking annoying when you're trying to battle. But others are really nice. Like, Final Fantasy 7's good. Let's bring an end to this.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I tried sticking my head in the TV last night the way you did, and it actually worked. I think I can do that now because I have the same power. Persona, wasn't it? Could be that we got this gift from someone specifically so we could solve the case.
Probably Igor. He's that shady.
Then again, you managed to go inside the TV and get your persona first.
Sorry, I was probably talking over dialogue. The battle system is turn-based, so yeah, it's not just mash buttons and you can do all, you know, whatever you want. It's sit back, you've got as much time as you need, plan out your way that you want to attack. This game's unique in the fact that you can use monsters' weaknesses against them. So if something's weak to fire, you can hit that one with fire and then hit the next one with fire, and then you'll be able to do like a rush attack with everyone. So yeah, the battle system is very, very intricate, but also very easy to get your head around. I don't know. Probably just watching this stream will get you like prepared for it, basically. Wizard 101, I haven't heard about that before. Should I know it?
I feel like as long as you're with me, I can find the culprit and crack this case. Well, let's do our best.
Alright, you sense a faint stirring of friendship between you and Yosuke. Oh, I'll look it up when I finish. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Okay. It's the same every time. As you form a bond with Yosuke, you feel the power in your heart strengthening. You recall Igor's words.
The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
Social links. Is this bond with Yosuke what Igor was talking about? You have established the Yosuke Hanamura social link of the Magician arc. Yosuke's determination in battle has been enhanced. You can now wake up and knock down ally during battle. He's like, we were holding hands for a long time.
Chie, about yesterday? We're sorry we worried you.
Never mind that. Is Yukiko still not here?
Huh? Yukiko-san? No. At least I haven't seen her today.
Oh man, what should I do? Hey, is that stuff you were talking about for real? No. All that about how people showing up on the Midnight Channel is related to that other world.
No, it's not true.
Oh, we were just talking about that. We're thinking of checking it out later.
The person on TV yesterday? I think it was Yukiko.
It's definitely Yukiko. Come on.
That kimono looked like the one she wears at the inn, and she wore it during that interview a few days ago, too. I got worried, so I emailed her last night, but she hasn't responded.
It's because you used an email.
Earlier in the evening, though, and she said she'd be at school today.
Calm down. We get the picture. And you still haven't heard from her?
No.
You summed up the information you gained in that other world for Chie.
What's that supposed to mean? Wait, are you saying Yukiko was thrown in there?
No.
Yeah, for sure. We should check to see if she's safe first. Give her another call.
No good. Her voicemail picked up. She's not answering.
Are you serious? Then is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Stop it. Something must have come up, like an errand or something.
It's too late. She's already dead.
Oh, or she might be helping at the inn. She wouldn't be able to answer her cell if that's it.
Yeah, but would she skip school for that?
Well, I'll give the inn a call. I've got the number here somewhere. Come on, Yukiko. Pick up.
Yeah, who does use email? It's a big thing in Japan. People use WhatsApp and email a lot.
Thank God she's there.
But it's because their phones connect in a different way sometimes.
I see.
Like with those old flip phones in Japan, people would use their email address as their main mailing address, so you could text someone's email pretty much. It's a bit weird.
Nah, it was nothing. I'll email you again later. She was over at the inn. She said they had a big group reservation and she had to help out. Yeah. Now that I think about it, this has happened before too. At least once a year. She said she'll be at the inn tomorrow too. For crying out loud, Yosuke, you got me worried over nothing. She was totally fine. And you were all, is Yukiko-san inside that place?
That's a good impression.
Sorry. But there is a reason we thought that.
Oh yeah? What?
Well, we thought people show up on the Midnight Channel because they're already over in that world. I mean, it makes sense, right? People show up on TV because they're inside the TV. But Yukiko-san's still here in our world. We might want to see what this is about. Alright, let's meet up at Junes after school.
Okay. You explained to Chie in detail again about what happened last night.
Okay, I think that's more than enough about my sorry escapades.
If I hadn't seen the place firsthand, I'd never have believed a story like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Anyways, we need to know what's going on inside. Yeah. Too bad there's so many customers around. I forgot there's a sale in the electronics department today.
How? By talking to that Teddy guy?
I got it. Come here a sec. Try sticking your hand in and calling him over. I bet that bear's wandering around the entrance anyway. Hey, Chie, stand over here. Make a wall with me.
A wall?
That's not gonna work. To covering yourself up. Something bit you.
What's wrong?
Shh! Not so loud, you idiot!
You're louder.
Dude! Is that a bite mark? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sheesh, that stupid
It was super
bear must have
discreet.
done it. Hey, you. We know you're in there.
Is this a game?
No, it's not a game. Can you sense anyone inside there right now?
Who's anyone? I'm a lonely little bear.
Oh my god, I will fucking put my fist through your stupid ass head.
This land feels so barren.
Not funny.
Shut it. So there's no one inside? You're...
I'm not lying. My nose is running as good as ever.
It's even weirder because there was no Alexa when this came out, so you would never be turning on the TV like that.
I'm gonna go warn Yukiko anyway. Since she'll be busy this weekend helping out at the inn, I doubt she'd go anywhere alone. But still.
Yeah. You'll walk with her to school on Monday, right?
Sure, I'll go pick her up at her house.
Maybe we'll find out more on tonight's Midnight Channel. Cross your fingers that this is all just a misunderstanding. What's your cell number? I'll call you when I watch it tonight.
No. Don't call me, please. You exchange cell phone numbers with Yosuke.
Alright, don't forget to watch tonight.
Yes, it was. It was Yukiko. Dojima!
Looks like we found all we're gonna find here. And we've still got nothing that points directly to a suspect.
We don't even know if this is a homicide.
Well, what else could it be? There's no way a body could end up like that by accident.
I know. We haven't found the cause of death for the first Vic, and now we got a second one just like it. If this is a murder case, there's no doubt we're dealing with a single perp. But if that's true, what the hell's going on?
You know, I thought at first this all spun out of that love triangle.
No, that singer, Misuzu Hiragi, has a solid alibi. She was performing overseas, and her phone records prove it. And remember, the only reason the scandal went public was because Hiragi herself broke it to the media. No one would put themselves under suspicion that way if they had murder on their mind.
Got a point there.
Same with Taro Namatame, her husband. No matter how much we shake him down, nothing links him to the murders. He's been working in the city for the past 6 months.
Ah, airtight.
Seems he was here recently because of the scandal, but he was swamped with work back home at the time of the incident. There are eyewitnesses and other evidence placing him at his office the night that Mayumi Yamano died. And we can't find anything that shows Yamano making contact with Namatame before or after her disappearance.
You hear Namatame's career has also been killed stone dead? He's been fired from his position as secretary. He's practically as much of a victim as the Yamano girl.
Yeah. Then we have the second case, regarding Saki Konishi. She's the one who discovered Yamano's corpse. But I don't buy the killer shutting her up as a possible motive. She was killed well after she reported the body, and the culprit didn't hide her. It's like they were meant to be found. The only other connection is that she attended the same school as the daughter of the inn where Yamano was holed up. But that hardly points to a motive. Coincidences like that are common in a town as small as ours.
Yeah, I heard about that angle on the news too.
What? Is the story about the inn out already?
Okay, I got it. How's this? Maybe there was something about the corpse that only Saki Konishi knew. And our perp killed her to keep whatever it was from leaking out.
No.
Either way, all we can do now is keep investigating anyone involved with the victims.
Yeah. No, the protagonist is the killer. He just moved in and decided to murder people.
Our perp.
your detective's intuition at work?
No, it's common sense.
Welcome home.
Thank you. Alright, is there anything in the fridge? Damn it.
Well...
Not gonna always absorbed in their quiz show. Alright. You should leave her alone. Secretly a psychopath. That should be the tagline. Persona 4, secretly a psychopath. Alright, I'm gonna save this here. And I believe we're gonna call it here. 3 hours, 5 minutes, that's pretty good. We're gonna call it here because I am pretty hungry. And also, we'll probably get on later tonight and we'll do like a YouTube night or something like that. Just for something a little bit more chill. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone that did. It's amazing. Yeah, Chippy, if you can make it, that'd be awesome, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll probably just do like reaction type content, that sort of stuff, have a look at things. But yeah, alright, I will see everyone a little bit later. So thank you very much for watching, appreciate it. Alright, see ya, bye bye bye, bye 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 bye.